students, I am going to tell you 3 facts before starting this topic. Okay. So the first fact I am going to tell you is about the digestion. So we can finish our food within a minute, right? Within a minute, whatever food is given, we may eat fastly or we may eat quickly to finish the food. But our body takes 12 hours to digest the food. Our body takes 12 hours to digest the food. Okay. So second fact is in our body need iron. Our body need iron to carry the oxygen through the hemoglobin, through the blood. Okay, through the blood only it carries oxygen and it's supplied to all our body. So iron helps us to do more functions. So it is very necessary to eat the meat, fish. Okay, so whatever healthy food your parents are giving to you, just don't ignore it. You need to eat all the healthy food only so that you will become strong. Okay. And the final fact which I am going to tell you is, do you know the viruses? We know about the viruses, right? The viruses are 100 times smaller than the bacteria. Actually, bacteria is bigger than the virus, but the virus is very tiny. It is 100 times smaller than bacteria. Already bacteria is a tiny organism only. It is much smaller than, not much more smaller than the bacteria only. So I hope you all enjoy with these 3 facts. So let's start learning about the topic, that is subject and predicate. What is the topic? Subject and predicate. You may have been learning this topic from first standard, right? From class 1 you may have been learning about the subject and predicate. Do you know what is subject? Okay, still some members or some students still may have some confusion about the subject and predicate. Whatever you learn, no, you still, if you are forgetting about, or if you are having some confusion about this topic, no, I'll make it simple for you. Okay, how? Just learn about the definition of subject and predicate, and then I'll tell you the tips to find the subject and also the predicate. Okay, so let's start learning about the subject first. Okay, what do you mean by the subject? Yes, in the first sentence I may have told you the same thing in the previous videos. Whatever videos, no, whenever we come to the word subject means, I may have told you that in a sentence the first word refer to the subject only. The first person name, the word in the sentence, the first word, if it is about a person name or thing name, that will be the subject, I told you. But what the subject do? Why do we use the subject? Why do I use this name? Why do I use the word subject? Why means subject? The word subject stand, it talks about the doer of the action. It talks the doer. Okay, doer means the action who is doing. The sentence is about whom? That person only, the subject. Are you clear? Subject means the main person of a sentence. The sentence is going to talk about only that person. So that person's name, that thing name is the subject only, and it always comes at the beginning of a sentence, that is at the first place. Okay, so it is very easy to find the subject. Okay, so if anybody asks you what is a subject means, what will be your answer? Yes, subject is the doer of the action, or else you can say subject refers to the main person of a sentence. Okay, the sentence is talking about that person, means that person is the subject only. So that definition stands for subject talks about the doer of the action, who is doing that action. That action, the doer only, the subject. Are you clear? Let's learn about the predicate. What the predicate means? Predicate means the verb part. Okay, the verb. What the action is done, no, the part. That part only refer to the predicate. Okay, the action done, or else the verb parts. So basically, what is subject and predicate? Why do I start this topic, subject and predicate? Yes, in a sentence we can divide it into 2 parts, that is into subject and predicate. Every sentences you can divide it into 2 parts. It can be divided into 2 parts, that is subject and second one is predicate. So So subject means that refers to the doer of the action, who is doing the action, or the sentence is talking about whom. That person is the subject. And predicate is the second part that will start from the verb. Okay, if you find the verb in a sentence, you know what are verbs. What are verbs? Yes, they are action words only. If you find the action words in a sentence, know that part from that word, from the verb itself, from the verb and up to the dot, no, up to the dot are the predicate parts only. Okay, so for the subject it may have one or two persons name, okay, with the one or two persons name words only, but the predicate comes from the verb place, okay, from the verb place up to the dot, up to the end of the sentence, the part will be called as predicate part only. Okay, so what the predicate talks about? The predicate talks about the action, what is happening in the sentence, what the subject person is doing, okay, the action done, okay, that part is called as predicate. Okay, with the subject we can know about the sentence is talking about this person, but with the predicate only we come to know that it is talking about what is happening there, what action is happening there. We can come to know about the sentence with the help of the predicate. So always every sentence comes with the subject and predicate. There is no sentences which doesn't have a subject or predicate. Okay, so these two are the more important thing in a sentence only. So whenever someone asks you what are the two parts of a sentence, in how many parts we can divide a sentence, you can say now that the sentences can be divided into two parts, namely subject and predicate. What is subject? The doer name, okay, the doer of the action. What is predicate? The verb part, that is what the action is from the verb, okay, what the action is done from the action, and at the end of the sentence up to that will be called as predicate only. I hope you are clear with the definition. Let's learn with the example. Okay, here I have written an example, that is Neha went up the hill. Neha went up the hill. It means that Neha vandu mala mela pona, mala mela erna. That is the meaning. Here first you need to know, okay, you need to find the subject and also predicate. Okay, so before finding the subject and predicate, I'll tell you one thing. First you need to find the verb. Can you find the verb? Because we have learned lot of things about the verb only, right? Can you find the verb here? What is the verb? The action only. Can you find any action word? Yes, that is went. Went is the past tense of go only. Went. So if we find the verb means, now you need to ask a question like went means who went? Who went? The answer for this question will be the subject. Now it is very easy. See, when I find the verb, now I need to make a question. Now I need to ask a question like who went up the hill? Who went up the hill? The answer will be Neha. So Neha, here the sentence is talking about Neha only. So Neha is the subject. I can write here Neha is the subject. And from the verb went up the hill. These all the things, the part in a sentence, the part will start from the verb and up to the end of the sentence refers to the predicate. 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 Clear, children? So when a sentence is talking about whom, no, when we find the verb and we make a question like who went or who did, so the answer for this question will be the subject only, that is Neha. And except this subject, all other words belongs to predicate part only. Always predicate part comes with the verb only. I can tell you one more tip, like in a sentence always the first word stand for subject, and after the word, first word, the word will start with the verb like when, sit, stand, give, make. From the verb on and up to the end of the sentence are referred to the predicate part only. So subject is the small part and predicate has the more words in it. Are you clear with this example, children? So whenever if a question is asking you to find the subject and predicate, will you do it clearly? What we need to do? First word. You need to read out the sentence. Neha went up the hill. Now you need to find out the verb. Here the verb is went only. So from the verb only, what you need to remember, from the verb at the end of up to at the end of the sentence, that refers to predicate part. And the first word which is the sentence is talking about. Here we are talking about the Neha only. So Neha is the subject. I hope you are clear with this example. Let's do more examples. Okay, I have written 2 sentences. You need to find out. My father plays football. My father plays football. Here first we need to find out the subject. Okay, first you need to find out the subject. My father plays football. It means what? Enga daddy vandu football play panavaru. Okay, so here can you find the verb? What is the verb? Very good, that is play. Here plays is a verb. So before the verb, that will be the what? That will be the subject only. Here we are talking about the father. So my father, up to my father, before the verb, that refers to subject. That in short I can write yes. And from the verb to the end of the sentence will be stand for predicate. Plays football. Who plays football? My father. My father is the subject. Let's go for the second example. 2 birds sat on the wall. 2 birds sat on the wall. First you need to find out the verb. What is the verb here? That is sat. Who sat on the wall? The 2 birds. 2 birds. So 2 birds is the subject and sat on the wall. All the words refers to predicate only. Clear, children? So the first word which has a name of the thing or the people or the animal refers to the subject, and from the verb, okay, from the verb to the end of the sentence, that words belongs to predicate part only. So children, I hope you are clear with this topic. I'll see you in the next video by doing the exercise based on subject and predicate. Thank you.